Oh my gosh! Living in an igloo.
Hey guys, welcome back. So today we are doing the Canadian tag. So we are... Muggs says hi. Here we go. Question number 1. Where in Canada did you live?
We live in Calgary. Trevor was actually born and raised here.
Born and raised.
Yeah.
Question 2. What's your favorite Canadian city? Well, I haven't been to every Canadian city, so it's hard to tell. The Canadian cities I have been to: Vancouver, Toronto for like a day, for a day. Ottawa for a couple days, and maybe parts of Saskatchewan, but I don't even know what cities. So my favorite is Calgary. Oh, and I've been to Edmonton, and
That doesn't count.
That doesn't even count. So that's not my favorite city by far. Calgary's my favorite city. Go ahead.
It's the same for me. I haven't traveled a lot around Canada either. I've been to Toronto, Vancouver as well, and then Edmonton, like we talked about, doesn't count. But I actually traveled to the Northwest Territories, and I think that's a pretty amazing experience up there. I can't really say I have a favorite city either because I barely traveled this country, so can't say I have a favorite, but I definitely loved my experience in the Northwest Territories.
The North would be cool.
Yeah.
The North would be cool. How do you like to eat maple syrup? I'm actually not a huge pancake fan, or maple syrup and waffles is good. I don't have it a lot, but when I do have it, maple syrup is very good.
Yeah, I mean, it's same with me. I'm not a huge fan of pancakes or anything like that either, but honestly, ever since I got pregnant, or not ever since, but like lately, I have been into sweets, so I actually have been craving for pancakes, but that really is the only way I have maple syrup.
Who is your favorite hockey team?
Mine is the Chicago Blackhawks, only because I used to live in Chicago before I moved here, so.
And mine, of course, is the Calgary Flames. I also like Chicago Blackhawks. And I've liked Chicago before you. You don't know this, but anybody out there who knows hockey, so I play goaltender. Goalie's been one of my favorite positions. And for those of you out there who know of hockey or follow hockey or whatever, know of a goaltender named Ed Belfour, who was one of my favorite goaltenders, who just happened to be like the face of the Chicago Blackhawks back in the day. Eddie the Eagle, right? He was a huge Chicago Blackhawks favorite player. So I really did like the Hawks well before you came in.
Okay.
What's your Tim Hortons order?
You know, when I first moved to Canada, I was like, what is this garbage? I was so used to Starbucks. But before I used to do double-double, and then now I do like one cream, one sweetener type of deal. I mean, it's still not my favorite coffee. I still prefer Starbucks actually, but for quite some time I preferred Tim Hortons because it was a lot cheaper than Starbucks, and when you're a student, which I was for a long time, that's just what you do. Sometimes you purchase things according to the price, not the quality. Sorry, Timmy's, but it's not my favorite, honestly. I'm not even a fan of the donuts, again, because I'm used to like Krispy Kreme or Dunkin' Donuts type of thing, and I'm not huge on sweets, but yeah, that's what I would normally order there.
Yeah. I actually hit Tim's up quite a bit at work, and my order is usually a large, even though I never finish it. I keep telling my coworker to never let me order a large, so I never finish it.
What a waste.
I know. So it's a medium, one cream, because I usually have some stevia at my desk that I use instead of sweetener. And I get the jalapeno cheddar bagel.
Ooh, okay,
with
okay.
herb and garlic cream cheese.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
So good.
Yeah.
In fact, you know what? I want to get one today.
I know. I was just gonna say. Dang, I forgot about that. That is
so
actually good
good.
stuff. Isn't that new though? Like
it's new. It's newer. It's fairly
yeah,
new.
yeah, it's new.
So good.
Okay. Yeah.
They also have, it was the holiday season recently, so they had a candy cane donut, which is a chocolate donut with chocolate like fudge inside, and then it had a mint icing with candy cane on top.
I'd have to say the Nutella little
pockets
donut, they had.
whatever.
Not bad, you know?
Not bad.
Yeah.
What's your favorite snow/winter activity?
Oh my gosh, I hate the cold. I also hate extreme hot weather. So honestly, I'm not really a sporty person. I don't like to be out in the cold suffering, so I have no favorite activity except for stay home, have a hot cup of coffee, and that is my activity.
And mine, of course, is hockey, hands down. Believe it or not, so I was born and raised in Calgary, and I have only been snowboarding once. I've only been snowboarding once. I loved it. It was so much fun, and I swore that I was gonna pick it up, and I just haven't. It's really expensive to get started, says the goaltender, and anybody who knows goalies is very expensive. But hockey is by far my favorite winter activity. Who's your favorite Canadian celebrity?
I mean, I'm not into celebrities, you know, but back then I used to have a huge crush on, I can't even think of his name now, Ryan Reynolds. I used to find him attractive, but I mean, he alright, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, favorite Canadian celebrity. I really don't do the celebrity thing, but being Canadian, I guess it'd have to be Wayne Gretzky.
Oh!
I guess.
Yeah.
But
Justin Bieber, I mean.
My gosh. All right, last one. Which Canadian myth do you wish were true?
Oh my gosh. Living in an igloo is kind of funny. Not that I wish it were true, but I think it would be cool if we rode polar bears.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, I gotta stick with riding polar bears. I think that would be so awesome. Yeah.
I mean, another one too that people really think, they think we're perfect. They think we're like the kindest, most peaceful people, which I think generally, maybe, I don't know. I mean, I don't know every single person in this country, but if that were true and we were all kind, that would be great, you know? Because obviously it's not the truth. Not every single person in this country is kind and peaceful, but if that were true, that would be great.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
I would say for the most part, it's a fairly accurate assumption. I would say generally Canadians are known to be, you know, polite and kind and stuff like that. Funny story, so yesterday I went Boxing Day shopping with Casey and Chum. And so Chum was there before I was, and these guys actually opened up their warehouse because it was super cold yesterday and people were lined up outside, and they actually opened up their warehouse to let people come in out of the cold. And when they got into the warehouse, they formed a line, kind of like a single file or whatever as best they could, and they snaked it around the corner. And people, as they were coming in, they would just naturally just congregate and they would bunch up. But then people would be like, oh, actually the lineup's just around the corner. And they'd be like, oh, okay, really? And then they would go. And I remember Chum even made the comment that if this was the States, like, if this is America, like, it wouldn't be so peaceful, it wouldn't be so, you know, polite and this and that. So it is a rather stereotype. But when they opened the doors, everybody mad rush, just like American Black Fridays. And it wasn't fights and fist fights, but the whole single file, who came first, out the window, man.
Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave us a comment down below. We'd like to hear from you, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
See ya.